Hello, my name is Manfred Hauswirth. I'm the Managing Director of the Fraunhofer Institute FOKUS and a Professor for Open Distributed Systems at the Technical University of Berlin. What is Fraunhofer? Fraunhofer is the largest research organization for applied research in Europe with 25,000 researchers and an annual budget of roughly 2 billion euros. Fraunhofer FOKUS is the largest ICT institute among the 66 Fraunhofer institutes and focuses on networking technologies from the network to the data to the organizational and people level. We do a lot of research in the Internet of Things, which means we build toolkits that enable machine-to-machine communication and that allow applications to discover data in real time they depend on, infer context, and inject these context again into the system to guide and steer the system in the direction the application needs to. So what is context? Context is a combination of data plus inference, what this combination of data means, and data only becomes relevant if you understand it in the context of other data. So for example, a GPS position means nothing by itself. If you put it in context with a geographical information system, you may know that you're actually driving on a street in a city on what lane. So the context of the data is of paramount importance. New application domains like the Internet of Things pose new challenges to the discovery of data and the discovery and definition of context. Imagine you have literally billions of devices that can produce data, and that their information needs to be combined, and they depend on the context this information is generated in. So how do you discover data and context? There will not be a centralized Google to be able to find all the information in real time. Rather, we will have to go down new roads, new architectural roads that allow us to come up with means and infrastructures to A, describe the data, to find the data, and to put the data in context and thus react on it. Architecturally, this means that we have to move from centralized data discovery as we know it from the web to decentralized data discovery. Decentralized architectures are harder to implement and harder to control, but offer a lot of advantages. Information is fresh because it doesn't have to be transported to a central location. A decentralized data infrastructure offers, quote, privacy by design, unquote, because only the information that is relevant gets into the system. It's not like with a central entity that we network the information at a central place so that we generate an all-knowing entity inside an infrastructure. And on the other hand, the system becomes scalable because the processing and the algorithms are executed on a much larger number of distributed nodes, and you can design the system in a way that only the relevant information, the information that's actually requested, is transported over the network. In terms of telecommunication network, it means that we put together the transport of data and the processing of data as part of a function inside the network. In terms of telecommunication networks, this is known as network function virtualization, where virtually any function can be put inside the network and can move around in the network where this function is needed. The role of data discovery and context is paramount for a lot of application areas, if not all application areas we are in. Just imagine you're driving in a car, you get information from your sat-nav, you're using your entertainment system, and you want to know about the actual traffic, and maybe there's a phone call coming in. This means that the information changes its context frequently, the information itself changes, and you need to be able to understand this context in real time, and you need to be able to react to it.